everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying your coaches conference today. My name is Shannon McCauley, and I'm going to run you through a little movement and activity today. Yeah, so you're just not too stiff, sitting still for the remainder of the day. First thing we're going to do is you're going to separate your feet about hip width apart. Okay, your toes can be slightly angled out or forward. Doesn't make too much of a difference. You just want to make sure your knees aren't coming in. First one we're going to do nice and easy. Keep your knees nice and soft, slightly bent, and you're going to hinge back, pushing your hips backwards. You should feel this in through your hamstrings and glutes, the back of your legs. It's going to look like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down, hinge. You can go hands on your hips to start. Then I want you to reach down, touch your toes. Okay, we're going to hold here for 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to reach up and just stretch up as high as we can. Okay, hold again, 1, 2, 3 up here, and we're going to repeat that sequence a couple times. Okay, so touch your toes and reach up here. Again, the big thing with this one is making sure we're breathing through it. Back stays nice and flat. One more time, we'll reach back up. Straight to the ceiling. Eyes are just forward. And down. Hinge forward. This time when we reach up, we're going to stretch side to side, so it'll look like this. When we come up, we're going to reach one way and hold for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the middle and push to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the middle and back into a hinge to touch our toes. This time we're going to go a little bit wider with our feet, so outside our hips. Again, you can slightly angle your toes out a bit, just a smidge, and soften the knees. So you never want to hyperextend your knees, make sure those are slightly bent. And again, same idea, pushing the hips back. This time what we're going to do is we're going to loosen our chest a little bit, so make sure your back stays nice and flat. Again, if I'm to the side, I want to make sure my back is flat. Okay, shoulders are relaxed, they're not squeezed up at your ears. And we're just going to rotate, open up. Eyes should follow your hand here. Again, 1, 2, 3, and back down. We're going to do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Back up again, squeeze through your glutes. We're going to repeat this a few times. So hinge down, open up the chest. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Back down. Up, we'll go one more time here. Push back. Down the chest. Make sure you're breathing through this. Back. Perfect. Okay, you can kind of shake that out a little bit. We are going to go back into a wider stance for our next one. Okay, so again, similar idea. This time we're actually going to shift side to side, so for some lateral movement. Okay, so it'll just be here, shifting side to side, nice and slow. You don't have to be too low, just go at what's comfortable. If you're up higher, that's fine, just little shifts. The idea is you want to kind of think about sitting your hip back so that you're in a bit of a line through your ankle, joint, knee, hip, shoulder. Okay, so you're just shifting side to side. Okay, so we're going to go on one side and hold for 3 seconds. 3, and over to the other side. 1, 2, 3. The other side. 1, 2, 3. Your eyes should just be forward, nice and relaxed through your shoulders. 1, 2, 3. We'll go one more each way. Perfect. Okay, we'll shake that out. Okay, next one we're going to do is a little bit of a lunge forward. We'll start with pretty gentle, so I just want you to step out. Okay, if I was outside, it's just gentle, so you're not lunging right to the floor, just kind of a split stance position, bit of a bend in your knee. This leg stays fairly active, so kind of straight through here, firing through your glute always on this side. Open up that hip. Again, we'll just step out nice and gentle to start. Slight knee bend. We're going to open our arms up into a star position, so full wingspan here. All you're going to do is just rotate. Eyes should still follow as much as you can. Again, if it's to there, that's fine. Just take your time with it. Try to get a little further every single time you go. So we'll hold 1, 2, 3, back to the middle. Okay, and again, rotate. 1, 2, 3, back through. again, make sure you're breathing through the side body. Perfect. Might feel a little burn on that leg, so we'll shake it out and we'll switch sides. Step it out nice and easy and open up into a start. And just rotate nice and gentle to start. Try and get a little more range every time. 1, 2, 3, back. Again, your neck should always stay neutral, so make sure you're turning it as well. Perfect, and that back leg stays fired. Okay, so again, shake it out. We're gonna this time reach straight up as we are into a lunge position, making sure, again, that is fired up and your hips are staying forward, so that you're really gonna feel that stretch and open up through your side body. So how this will look, step out into a lunge, and at the same time on your top, you're here reaching straight up. Think about keeping your ribs nice and tight up. We're just gonna do a few of these movements. Again, keeping that back leg fairly active and strong. Straight up, eyes are just forward, here. What you want to make sure of on this one is you're not arching your back, so keeping that belly button tucked in. Okay, and there, 1, 2, 3, and just shake that out. Go one more time on the other side, out. Get a little lower if you can, and up. 3. Again, you always want to make sure you're breathing nice and deep here, trying to open up this side, right down through your hip. 2 more. Your shoulders should be pulled away from your ear. They want to step back, nice and relaxed. Okay, we're gonna do a few squats. First thing we'll do is just a regular body weight squat. So again, feet are gonna be hip width or shoulder width apart. Angle your toes slightly out, just to make sure your knees are falling over top of your laces or over top of your toes. You never want to squat like that with your knees coming in. Okay, we're gonna think about sitting back in a chair. Push the weight through the heels of your feet. If your range is only here, that's okay. The moment you feel like you're coming up on your toes, then that's probably where you need to stop and maybe work on it. But we're just going to sit down deeply, making sure you drive through your heels to get back up. My chest stays up, my eyes are forward. So we're gonna go 10 of these, and I'll count through. Okay, so nice and controlled. It should take us about 2 seconds to get down. So 1, 2, back up. We're gonna go 10 of these. Here's 2, 3, 4. Make sure we're breathing. 5. Knees are still pushing out. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, shake that out again. Next one we're going to do is bringing our knees up to our chest. So we'll try and kind of work on the balance here, making sure this knee is a little bit soft again, so you never want to hyperextend your knee back to lose your balance. Make sure that's a little bit bent, and you're just going to bring up your one knee up into your chest and back down, okay? And then we will switch sides. So I'm gonna try and have us hold for about 3 seconds at the top. And we can go here now. So 1, 2, 3, nice and tight. 1, 2, 3. Go about 3 to 4 on each side. 2, 3. 3, switch one more time. 3, and last one here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. A little bit of calf raises, so we're working down our body here into our ankles and our calves. First one we're gonna do is your feet can actually be hip width or a little bit even narrower, that's fine. Calf raises, so we're just going to lift up onto our toes. You can just put your arms where they're comfortable. I usually stay on your hips. Come up, we're gonna go 10 of those. So again, from here, slowly coming up onto your toes, okay? Here's 3. We're gonna go 10, like I said, 5. Nice and slow. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're just gonna pick up our pace a little bit. Won't be anything too crazy. We're just gonna in place march. Okay, so just bringing your knees up, trying to get to 90 degrees on your knees, and your arms just nice and loose in place. Okay, we're gonna go here together, probably about 10 seconds. And here we go. toes, you should almost want to think about pulling them up to your nose. You don't want to have your toe angle down. Just in place, marching, bringing your foot back underneath your hips. Go for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. This time now we're going to lift our arms up, same thing. We're going to go again for probably another 10 seconds. Arms stay up, try and keep them up right overhead. And as you get tired, not to round your back. Keep your belly button tucked in here, so run again. Nice and easy. And 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do a little bit of arm circles, so we'll start small and you're going to move them forward in small circles. So again, when we do these, we don't want to have our shoulders tucked up by our ears. Make sure they're set back, nice and relaxed. Have a big chest. Okay, so small circles forward. Just going to do these for about 10 seconds and slowly starting to get a little bit bigger as we go until we're into full arm circles. So we're getting a little bit bigger and we're going to try and get full range. Go nice and slow. We'll go here for 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Relax your shoulders a little bit, shake that out. We're going to do the same thing. This time we're actually going to move backwards. The same idea of starting nice and slow in small circle into big. And we'll go here. And nice and relaxed shoulders again. Eyes are just forward. Slowly starting to get a little bigger as we go. Until we get to full big circles. Your arms should almost come together in front of you. Go 3 seconds, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, last one we're going to do is just a floor sweep. Okay, so we're going to actually step 1 foot out and you're going to set your hips back. Make sure your back stays nice and flat. So it's easy to round here, but with this one I want you to think keeping 1 foot in front of you with your toes up, and you're going to actually set your hips back similar to our hip hinge at the start, and you're just going to sweep at the floor for a couple of sweeps, and then stand straight up and switch. Okay, we'll do that together. Here, we'll go about 3 to 5 each side. Back up. So just feel that through the back of your legs. Again, flat back as a focus, so you can really feel that through the back here. That's it, last one. And perfect. That's all I have. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much, and good job.